and the list is very long. What are those good things? Either you can buy it by paying money, which is in many cases shared between the state and MCGA. So state is also looking at land in Mumbai as a way of raising money. Then the list of good things which will be rewarded by this development rights is long. You can rehabilitate slum, redevelop sales buildings, provide services like schools and hospitals, promote tourism by building star hotels, provide economic growth by building buildings for IT, ITES, conserving heritage, providing public parking, and relocating buffalo stables. This is a long list of good things that you can do in order to get reward by way of FSI. Now why does it become a reward? Because there are other cities in India which have also tried to copy. Mumbai is a model city for many Indian cities. So they haven't succeeded because land is ample, the city can spread all over. Now Mumbai has been constrained by nature in terms of land, and the planners have suppressed the vertical growth. So it has become a scarce commodity which can now be used as a way of rewarding people by the state. So this is the kind of intervention that state has had, and that's going to be a problem because scarcity, any scarcity leads to increase in prices. And if you make it so complex, it adds to transaction cost, it creates opportunities for rate seeking, and if you all have this together, then it affects the poor most. Whereas people are arguing this is the right policy because it helps the poor slum dwellers and also the so-called poor sales building tenants. Okay, that's as far as land and development rights is concerned. Let's go to the organization structure that provides the context for what kind of planning that we do. And over the years, the organization structure has been becoming more fractured. Shivram Krishnan in his book has called it as governance of megacities, fractured thinking and fragmented setup or something. So the fragmentation has been going over the years. At one time, at Government of India, there was one single ministry called Ministry of Works and Housing. People thought, what is this? We have urban, and urban doesn't even appear in that name. So it was divided into two ministries. One was called urban development, other was called housing and poverty education. And when Dr. Ahluwalia recommended that these two should be merged, that was the most hated recommendation of that report which he made. When I started working in mid-60s, there was one single department in the state government called Urban Development, Public Health and Housing. It has been now the Urban Development 1, which is town planning, Urban Development 2, which is municipal administration, water supply and sanitation, housing and environment. That many departments have something or the other to do with Mumbai or India. Now within the Mumbai metropolitan region, there are these 5 agencies which have a metropolitan wide jurisdiction. In addition, there are many others which have fragmented sectoral jurisdiction or regional jurisdiction. Like municipal agencies, there are 10 municipal corporations, another 8 or 9 municipal council, so many village panchayats, 5 Zilla Parishads, all of them are within the MMR. Now, if this is the kind of organizational structure that you have, the old notions of comprehensive, sectorally integrated, holistic plans are not going to work. And that is the reality. I am not here arguing in favor of there should be a single metropolitan government because it has not worked and it's unlikely to work here. This is an interesting diagram drawn from the McKinsey report, 2003 Mumbai Vision document. What does it say? That it said that these agencies which are currently working are not doing their job, and we must have a sort of new organizational structure created. So they said that there should be a standing committee led by the chief minister and a corporate CEO as its co-chairman. And there should be another empowered committee which is chaired by the chief secretary and with other people including the representations of the industry. And there should be a spatial secretary in Mumbai as convener. And the MMRDA, which was supposed to play that role of a regional level authority, was pushed in the line of MCGM, SRM, HADA, etc. And there I had written in pencil what an irony for MMRDA. Because this is how you shift the institutional responsibilities and create problems. Now why did it happen? Again, champion. The person who was trying to become this, he was championing the whole cause. And that is why the McKinsey report saw some amount of action and implementation. This empowered committee is still functioning. The other committee has lost its significance, not many meetings are happening. But this is still there. And if you push MMRDA to this, then naturally think that why not find our own niche? So that is why they are building metrics. So everybody when it's pushed to corner finds his niche and does whatever it can do in that particular area.